Today I'm cutting open squishies and seeing if I can make slime with them. Hit subscribe and let's get started. Okay, so if it isn't already pretty clear, I'm obsessed with squishies at the moment. And I've done a few videos where I make slimes actually inspired by the squishies, but this time I'm actually going to be cutting them open and making slime with what's actually inside. To be honest, I don't know what to expect because half of these squishies have no information about what's actually inside them. So this could be a complete fail, or we might actually make the best slimes I've ever made in my life. I have a few different types that I want to try out. I have some with clear filling inside and then others with this more fluffy stuff inside, but they all actually feel pretty different. I decided to start off with the biggest one, which is actually this dumpling squishy. I made a slime inspired by this already, but so many of you in the comments actually told me to cut it open, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I was debating on how I should cut this, whether I should squeeze it and then cut it, but I feel like it would actually explode, so instead I just left it as it was and then cut into the side of it, just so I can make a slit in it and then squeeze all the filling out instead of it bursting everywhere. Now I was kind of expecting this to be more like shaving cream, and instead it literally just felt like melted butter slime, or almost like soft clay if it had been mixed with a ton of water. This squishy actually smelled pretty bad, very chemically, but the filling didn't smell of anything, thankfully, so I'm guessing it was just the silicone on the outside. The first thing I'm going to add to this is some glue, of course, so that whatever this stuff has, it has a base to it, so when I add activator, I know it'll work. This seemed to actually be mixing together really easily. It kind of just felt normal, so I decided to move on to the next step, and that was adding some color. I decided to go in with this turquoise to make a really pretty pastel blue. I've been making a lot of neon slimes lately, so I thought it was time to maybe dial it back a little bit, make something a little bit paler. I kind of felt like the more I was mixing it, the fluffier it was getting, so I decided to just go in with some activator to try and start binding this all together. Now, especially with these types of videos and mixing random things into slime, you literally never know how it's gonna turn out. So it's always a little bit nerve-wracking when it comes to finally activating it, because some things literally don't activate. Like, I've had slimes where it looks like it's activating normal at first, and then all of a sudden it just goes chunky and melts back down. But thankfully, that did not look like it was happening with this slime. It seemed to be activating super normally. I can't lie, the texture was actually so silky and so soft. I feel like whatever is in that squishy could actually be used as a slime ingredient to make a type of texture. I ended up going in with a little bit of Daiso soft clay too. I just feel like this would improve the texture slightly. It was super fluffy already. I just felt like this would give it a little bit more thickness. Again, you literally never know how different slime ingredients are going to react with each other, but this blended together so normally and it felt so nice. Like, it literally looked like ice cream and it was so light and fluffy. It was insane. It kind of felt like a fluffy slime but with no shaving cream in. I want this to not only feel good, but I also want it to look good too, so I decided to split the slime in half and add a little bit of blue clay to one of them. I only mixed in a little bit just because I want this to be a slightly darker blue, but it wasn't really strong enough, so I ended up going in with some more. I'm trying to give this like a two-tone type of look, so I need the color of it to at least contrast with the original. Now that was fully completed and the two slimes were next to each other, I rolled them up and put them into a fresh container. This was so pretty and so light and fluffy. It kind of reminded me of clouds. So I found these cloud charms and just started planting them all over the slime. I also went in with some of these rainbow cloud charms and my favorite charms ever, these hot air balloon ones. To be honest, I didn't love how the rainbow charms were looking, so I removed them and just added a few more hot air balloons and clouds. Topped it with a little sprinkle of these foam balls and the slime was complete. I was so obsessed with how this turned out. Not only was the texture so light and fluffy and unique, but the slime also looked so pretty, literally like a cloudy sky filled with hot air balloons. I can't lie, I definitely think that squishy was worth sacrificing for this. Okay, next up we have this gummy bear kind of Nido style type of squishy. This is so satisfying to play with, so I was kind of thinking, I don't want to be doing this to this poor little guy because it's so stretchy, but he's also so cute. It makes me sad. But you guys have asked for it and I'm gonna do it, so I cut his head off. I felt really bad, but he's gonna turn into a good slime, hopefully. I feel like because he's going, I have to make something equally as cute. Now this was filled with a kind of waxy clear substance. I didn't know what it was. It was just super sticky. So the first thing I added was some glycerin and then just added a ton of clear glue. I don't know why I thought this was going to be really easy to mix in, maybe because it was also clear like the glue, but it was actually really difficult. I didn't want to keep mixing, so I just decided to move on to the next step and dyed this orange to kind of match the bear, and then just kept blending it all together, really trying to get some of these chunks out of it. I was getting to a point where I was kind of thinking, these are not going to mix in, so I decided to just continue again and start to activate it, hoping that as it pulls together, it'll kind of start blending everything together. and it was kind of working. So while it was still sticky, I decided to go in with some instant snow. Now my logic behind this was that this was going to need a lot of activator to come together because I'd already put in a ton at this point and it was still super sticky. So adding the dry instant snow, the water from the activator is going to activate the snow so that the slime doesn't end up being a super wet water slime. I was so happy that I made this decision because yeah, this did take a lot of activator, but the snow literally kept it from becoming a water slime and made this super kind of creamy icy texture. I genuinely think icy slimes are such an underrated texture. I put this into a fresh container and swirled it up, but I wasn't done here. Because the squishy that we sacrificed was so cute, I've got to take this a step further. Using some of the leftover clay and this ice cream scoop mold, I molded the perfect little ice cream scoop. I think the white will contrast really nicely against the peachy color, and I even added a peach charm into it. I pressed that in the center of the slime and then decided to add some of these pink kind of crumbs around the edges, and then found these adorable orange and pink capybara charms to stick on the side. They look cute sat there, but they look like they needed their own little ice cream, so I decided to make them a mini ice cream and even added a little pink bead on top to look like a peach. I'm so pleased with how this turned out. I'm actually okay with the squishy we had to let go of for this. Not only was the texture so good already as an icy slime, but mixing in the clay into it just made it super creamy and gave it much more of like an ice creamy texture. It was definitely giving now peach sorbet. I just really hope whatever was in that squishy stays good in the slime because I really like this texture. Okay, next up we have this cheese squishy, and this is not what I wanted it to be. I ordered something that looked completely different, and this is what arrived. It was meant to be more like Nido texture, so I was not mad in cutting this one open at all. This seemed to have a similar type of filling to the first squishy that we opened up. It just seemed like maybe it was a little bit thicker. I added in some glycerin and some glue, but before I mixed that together, I actually wanted to dye it the same color as the squishy, and I found this paint that was literally the exact same shade, so I just squeezed some of that in. I don't know why, but I thought it would be kind of funny to make a cheese-inspired slime. I just feel like that's something not a lot of people do. Now, this was kind of weird. I hadn't added any activator to it yet, and it was already starting to pull away, so I decided to go in with some activator and see what that would do. It was strange. It became very clumpy and stringy, and I was actually mixing this for around 20 minutes. It kept coming together and then melting back down, so it did take a lot of activator, but it didn't go jiggly. Once it was finally smooth, I went in with a little bit more Daiso clay. I'm realizing now that I've used Daiso clay in pretty much all of these slimes, but it gives a really nice stability to slime. Now that was mixed in, I was trying to think, how can I make this more unique? So I decided to cut up some jelly cubes. That way it's keeping in theme with the kind of cheese cube slime, and it'll also have a really soft and squishy, unique texture. I mixed these all in, squeezing all of the air out of the cubes so that they can absorb the slime, and then placed it into a fresh container. I wanted to keep the cheese theme going a little bit longer, so I used some soft clay and the same bright yellow dye and mixed it into it. Once that was all fully combined, I pressed it into this kind of half ball mold, and then just cut off any excess so it was the perfect shape. I wanted this to look like a ball of cheese, so using an old chopstick, I went in and made little holes, kind of like the squishy had, and I used a little bit of pigment to give it a little bit more depth. I was obsessed with how this looked. It kind of looked like a cheese moon. I placed it on top of the slime, and the slime was complete. This was definitely a different kind of slime than I usually make, but I actually think it turned out so well. The color was literally an identical match to the squishy, and the jelly cube and butter slime texture was so squishy and unique, it was definitely worth cutting it open. Well, I had so much fun turning these squishies into slime. You literally never know what's actually inside of these squishies until you cut them open, so I actually feel like they all turned out really well, considering there's literally a mystery ingredient inside of all of them. I wanted to mention quickly before the video ends that I just dropped my slime ebook. It's got over 10 different recipes in and is perfect if you're a beginner to making slime, and I've linked it in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this in the future, make sure to hit subscribe. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one.